Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SCL. Some Season 6 action for you coming right up. We see IronBranch taking on BakSeSports. It is set to be an exciting matchup. BakSeSports do in the pistol round, and well, Jakey, the first to go down. It does look as if we are going to see IronBranch continue to try and have a little bit more fight in through this outside control. What is looking like it is going to be a ramp wrap coming through. Maz unable to find anything. It's definitely going to be Heavy God with a lot of work to do. Finds himself two. A beautiful, beautiful shutdown of this ramp area of the map, and Heavy God good enough for 3. Now, this 2v2 situation quickly turning into a 2v1. Heavy God has found himself 3 frags. Getting himself the ace potentially to stay alive. Rexy to find the frag. BakSeSports able to find themselves the first round, and all of a sudden here in the SCL, it's looking as if BakSeSports able to get the jump on IronBranch. As we continue to slowly see some of the progression that does start to come through here for this BakSeSports side, for this IronBranch side. Now we see BakSeSports, a lot of secret control gained. BakSeSports now with Sad really worried about this diggity area. Will be rewarded, finding himself the first frag. All of a sudden now BakSeSports just getting picked apart here by the Deagles. Sad and Jakey to find themselves one apiece. Sad tagged up quite heavily here, playing at the back of this site. Daisy will find the first frag here for this T side. Sad eventually going down. Now the 3v3 situation. A beautiful shot from Sensi with the scout to find the head. Lovkus going down. Heavy God, after such an impressive round last round, able to leave a lot of work here. I just realized that Danist was muted for some reason. We're going to see Danist finally finding Sensei. The scout going down. Danist to try and isolate some of these frags. Heavy God playing around the site. Will be spotted. Will go down. Danist good enough for 1. Makes it the double. Danist in the 1v3. Danist in the 1v3. Able to find 3 frags. Picking apart the Deagles. And the start that they did have. Now we continue to see a big push coming through as Danis to try and relive some of his glory. Lovkus going down quite early on. Jakey to find a frag. Rufire to double team here. Sad will be able to find very little. The pistols looking for a little bit of something. We're going to see smokes go down. More importantly, flashes to accompany it. BakSeSports to try and work their way into this B site. Axis to find himself 1. Molotovs to force away. I do believe that's Maz, and he will eventually fall. Being forced away. Danis to leave Jakey now by his lonesome. The bomb to go down. Little to be said. Not even a whimper from IronBranch. Danis to find Jakey. Now IronBranch having, or yet to get themselves around. We're going to see now Rufire to a bit of work to be done. Is now IronBranch to work their way here with rifles finally, looking to pick themselves up there first. Access to find a trade. Now a 4v4 situation here. A minute to play. That Molotov huge. Cutting off a lot of the rotations coming through. We are going to see Heavy God able to find himself one. Completely blind. Access to be able to double up here as BakSeSports to get that bomb down. Such an open plant in the 3v3 situation as Maz giving the man advantage towards IronBranch. The AWP to very quickly be chucked over. Two very low people here, Axis. Good enough for one. Needs to try and find himself a second. But the fact that he whiffed a little bit on Sad means he can't catch the timing on Sensi here. We are going to see a double push come in. Maz will fall. Sensi will double peek, find the frag in the 1v1. Sensi comes out and wins it off the back of the train, and we are going to see a defusal come in. Seeing that bomb defused. The 4K from Axis, not enough. As BakSeSports give up their first here to this CT side. Now, slowly seeing IronBranch trying to work their way into a little bit more of a competitive state here in this game. Smokes to go out through this outside area. As we see Sad spraying through the smoke, trying to find himself a little bit of damage. Will be unable to find anything. Sad to be there as those smokes do fade. We'll find Axis. Sensi with the AWP. Able to find that bomb. Rexy going down. Sad could potentially double up here and will. That bomb still on the deck. As we will see. Lovkas to find himself one. Sensi to find another. Maz going down to find himself a frag. As we do see IronBranch 4 surviving. As IronBranch pick themselves up a second. As we are continuing to have we're going to see IronBranch now dealing with the pistol buy here at BakSeSports. The money not looking too good for this T side. We will see the AWP from Sensi good enough for one. Is it able to find itself a second? Not really. Sad to finish the job off. We see Rexy going down. Roofire trying to work his way to at least secure the plant. It looks like he will. Not if Heavy God has anything to say about it. Stops that plant. Lovkas to find a frag. The fact that plant's been stopped all of a sudden, that extra money that could have been secured goes astray. We don't get to see it. Now it looks as if we are going to see IronBranch able to pick themselves up a third. The pistol's not lasting all too long. Roofire now looking to beat that main lead in support for this BakSeSports side. The push to come through into lobby. We are going to see a beautiful, beautiful piece of teamwork coming through there from Jakey and Maz. So we are going to see Maz able to find himself a secondary frag, holding through this lobby area. Jakey to find a frag. Danist going down. BakSeSports give up the lead here. And now IronBranch looking to do what they do best, I guess. We will see the pause come through, called by BakSeSports coach Finnick. Is now BakSeSports to continue to put together what has been a pretty good start for this T side. I think especially with the way that we have seen IronBranch get some momentum as of recent with these rifle buys. I think especially for IronBranch, if they sit there and they're able to get themselves at least 10, especially CT side nuke, it wouldn't surprise me. We're going to see Jakey actually go down by the pistol. Sensi to find a trade here with the HE nade. Heavy guard to show a little bit of presence. Spend a little bit of time down towards this area of the map. Roofire to find himself a frag. Sad to get one back. Sad. Wrapping around through the secret area. We'll be able to find Roofire. Now Lovekiss left by his lonesome here. Has himself an AK. However, unable to do much with it. Sad to be able to find that frag. Maz to recover an AK. Sensi to keep the AWP in the server. So we are going to see now BakSeSports coming through. Here with full rifle sets. We have seen a big emphasis here over on this B site. IronBranch now with Heavy Guard having so much lobby control. They know it's got to be a B hit. Now we start to see IronBranch, and definitely sad being able to find Axis. Oh, a beautiful piece of timing coming through. Jakey to find the final frag here. BakSeSports unable to get that bomb down as IronBranch continues to show pressure. Continuing to pressure as BakSeSports having themselves an interesting turn of events coming through. So now we see BakSeSports putting up some impressive numbers coming through. BakSeSports have done pretty well so far, being able to find themselves the first 3 rounds. Have given up 6 in a row, however the T side of Nuke, especially with the economic struggles they've had. Now we see Sad to potentially see Heavy God good enough for 3. Can't make it 4 though. Lovekiss to be able to find that trade. Sensi removing the potential of the Deagle to find more frags. However, Heavy God finding himself 3. Just such a big set coming through. As IronBranch pick themselves up 7. Sensi to find an opening frag. Sad to try and find a little bit of damage. We are going to see Sensi find himself a tag. Eventually will be tagged in return. Rexy finding himself a shot, connecting through the box. Now, slowly seeing this game slow down. 20 seconds remain. BakSeSports here, looking to put together at least an opening frag. Maybe even the save just coming through. Looks as if it's just going to be a save. BakSeSports to let the clock run down. Tannis to find a frag. Heavy God falling. Now we get to see IronBranch yet again really trying to dissuade this outside control coming through. Sad to get himself a pick onto Rex. Oh, Rexy. Okay, never mind. Sad finding the early frag, but Rexy removing both Sad and Sensi. As now we see Maz left by his lonesome here in the 1v3. Managed to eventually find an opening frag in this 1v3 situation. Needs to potentially find himself a second. I'm surprised we're not seeing this bomb head down towards his B site, but Maz heading down there anyway. Rexy to now really be concerned about the positioning here of Maz as Maz goes for a little bit of a walk. Coming through in such a powerful position. Rexy to find the frag, reading Maz like a book. The Yorpa to find himself 3. As BakSeSports to pick themselves up 4. See Lovekiss Slowly see now. BakSeSports. Lovkus to find one. Lovkus potential for the second to go through. Now Maz looking to try and stay alive. Heavy God to help out here in this supportive area of the map through lobby. Heavy God to find himself two. Make it a third actually. Never mind, I can't count. You know who can count? Danis. And he's got three to find. However, not much health remains and will go down. IronBranch to pick themselves up. Round number 9. Now we see Heavy God. Sad to try and pick off one of these pistols through the smoke and will. Heavy God to find himself a frag here on this ramp hold. Roof fire, able to get himself a frag. Recovering an M4 in the process, but this bomb has to go back and be recovered. Rexy to do the dirty work. Bax to really try to work out, you know, what they can and can't get a hold of at the moment. Roof fire to swing wide here at the double doors. Heavy God. Such an important position for this young man. Able to find himself one. Doubles up. The bomb goes down. Lovkus. Very little map control. And Sad almost looking to try and deal the final blow and will. IronBranch pick up 10. An 11-4 scoreline for both of these sides wouldn't be half bad. I think the preference would be for both of these teams an 11-4. We see IronBranch able to pick themselves up 11. BakSeSports really relying on that pistol round here on their CT side to start themselves off right. However, the timeout does come through. We are going to get a tactical pause coming in. As I've just had something fall. I have to go fix it real quick, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, chat. We are back here underway. BakSeSports here to try and close out this half in stylish fashion. BakSeSports to try and pick themselves up 5. Sensi Sad to find themselves one apiece. Heavy Guard to move to a more versatile position here in this ramp hold. Roofire, the only person of concern. Axis, beautiful frag onto Jakey early on. We see the headshot coming through. Now with those 2 frags, all of a sudden seeing BakSeSports in a 3v3 position. Maz to find route. Is IronBranch really setting up here for this B hit? The question is, you know, what are we going to see Rexy get up to? Still playing around this secret area. Axis controlling ramp. Needs to find the Sensei frag and won't be able to. Rexy now stuck here in this 1v3 spot. Knows that there's a scope above him. Sensi to keep working his way around. Rexy has himself open control room window. Heavy God will spot. Heavy God will spot him. Rexy down very low. Eventually found through the floor. IronBranch able to pick themselves up 11 as we head over towards this second half. Now getting ourselves underway here in the second half. IronBranch on their T side. Looking towards a quick A hit coming through. Jakey head down. Will be able to find himself a frag. Sensi to find the trade onto Dennis, and all of a sudden, IronBranch to have a big portion and a big chunk of damage coming through. That smoke into heaven all of a sudden creating big issues here for BakSeSports. Isolating the potential of Lovekiss and his ability to find frags here in this retake situation. Will eventually go down, finding nothing at all. Rexy stuck here. No armor, no kit, no hope, and 4 people to find. Will be spotted by Heavy Guard. Almost looked like he was dinked there, but very untrue. Rexy will eventually find Jakey. That bomb set to go off. As Rexy eventually will fall. Heavy Guard to find himself a frag. Picking up 17 so far. As we see IronBranch picking themselves up the pistol in this second round here. So crucial for both of these teams. As now we start to slowly see now a big thing coming through. IronBranch to pick up 13 here. An expected second round from this T side. Now we see Sensi now looking towards finding a little bit more damage, especially through that wall bang. We are going to see with that door being shot off. Rexy to put down some smokes towards this squeaky area. However, Sensi to get himself... Oh, just caught as he tried to get himself down towards that vent area. So now we see Masville to try and get himself a big hit with Sad looking for some outside control. Lovekiss to be joined by Roofire defending this outside area of the map. Sad will get his secret control. The spray won't come through and try to hit him, as we see Rex good enough for one. The potential to come through for the trade, but it won't happen. Heavy Guard to find a frag. Access to get one back, and now the 2v3 situation here. Lovekiss, a beautiful reaction to find Sad, and Maz now left with a lot of work to do. 3 to find. Lovekiss quite low. Minimal utility. And 20 seconds. He does have the bomb though. Could be his one saving grace. We'll be able to get that plant. Maz finding Roofire. Now, 2 to find. It's Maz with 22 seconds remaining. Axis and Lovekiss working together here. We're going to see Maz eventually fall. Lovekiss to find that frag. We're going to see Axis hop onto that bomb. A 10-second defusal to come through. So now we see IronBranch able to pick themselves up 13. We're going to continue to see BakSeSports to try and get together a little piece of this CT half coming through. IronBranch with a force buy in here, the deagle on Jakey. Smokes to go up and over. IronBranch looking to have themselves interesting fight here. Lovkas to find himself one. Lovkas potential for the second here. Danis to eventually catch Sad out, playing through this blue box area of the map. Danis will be able to double up 4x1 to find himself a frag. Jakey falling. We do see the AWP recovered here for Danis. Looks as if Rexy wants to use it, wants to continue to find frags and find damage with it. As we slowly see Roofire needing some frags. Good enough to find himself only the one. Danis to double up before being traded over by Sad. Sad to be supported here by Sensi with that deagle. We'll find Lovkas, but with access quite low. See Sensi able to find the low axis. The AK to be recovered here. The 1v1 situation coming through. We are going to see Rexy eventually able to find the frag and has a little bit extra to put on top of it. IronBranch giving up a 7 here as BakSeSports continuing their comeback run here. We continue to see Sad to find himself a frag. Jakey to try and find himself yet another piece of damage. Jakey usually we're gonna see Roofire now. Here, one of the 3 members remaining in the 5v3. Rexy to find Sad. Heavy God, I'm pretty sure, tagged up in that engagement as well. Heavy God looking to get up close and personal here with the AK. Will go down. A 3v3 site take coming through here. A minute left to play. We are going to see Sensi with that bomb. Getting the plant through in that smoke. Planted for Diggity as the AWP drops away. Heavy God quite low coming through a lot of this secret area of the map. We are going to see Roofire able to find the barrel of Sensi. We are going to see flashbangs go through. A third flash to actually make its way in towards that B side as Rexy holding the line with the AWP. Won't be able to find anything. Instead, the save looking to be the desired decision here from IronBranch. Heavy God probably goes down here. Heavy God to stay alive, keep that AK in the server and kicking it. IronBranch to pick themselves up 14. Now we see Maz has to find an opening frag. Sensi to be smoked off his angle. So we will see Heavy God now. Sad to slowly work his way through. And now with a big hit coming through. Does look as if we are going to see IronBranch now looking to compete. BakSeSports really trying to find a little piece of damage here as this CT side comes through. Heavy Guard looking to find an opening frag. That SMG of Roofire will eventually fall to Sad. Sad needs to keep himself alive but can't. Rexy going down. Now this 3v4 situation coming through. Rexy waiting for those flames to fizzle out. In the meantime though, will find himself a second. The AWPer continuing to find frags, continuing to find damage. Jakey, the person who next up on the chopping block for IronBranch. Such an open position. Needs to try and find a frag. It almost looks as if it's set for Jakey to find himself a big, huge amount of impact. We are going to see BakSeSports back away. Happy to give up 15 here. It's Maz to keep the AWP in the server. IronBranch to pick up 15. We will see now. BakSeSports sending down the barrel. BakSeSports staring down the barrel here of so now we see IronBranch to potentially try to cap off what has been a really, really good game for them. They've been strong on their CT side. They've come over onto their T side and just continued to rip through continued to rip through lineups time and time again. What's this smoke from Sad? I've never seen this smoke before. I don't know where that lands. Is that a cross smoke? It's a mental smoke. I haven't seen that smoke in ages. I've never seen that smoke. We're going to see Maz able to find himself one. The flames to try and keep these two people here around the back of this A site low. We are going to see Maz to find himself a second. This A area of the map does look to continue to try and find frags. Rexy good enough for two. Lovecus to cover him. Now Sad to be left here in the 1v3. Able to find himself the first. Rexy missing himself a frag. Sad to potentially take the AWPer away. Now a 1v1 situation for the game. Sad to throw a flash through. Lovecus to find the frag before the flash pops. BakSeSports survive by around 30 health. 30 HP all that separated BakSeSports and a loss. Now seeing how they do come back here. We are going to see IronBranch to try and find themselves a little bit of chunk damage coming in. Do continue to see now BakSeSports trying to find competition coming through. BakSeSports looking for little bits and pieces as we do continue to now see Rex here to find one with that AWP coming through. Heavy Guard to find himself a little bit of space to work with here through this ramp room. We are going to see Sensi throw smokes down. Of course, the SMG of Roofire and the FAMAS of access to try Iron put together a very impressive clip for Heavy Guard here. Needs himself 3 more. Especially through this ramp room area of the map. Gonna see Rexy not spotted. IronBranch to yet again give up another round while being on match point. Now we're going to see BakSeSports, especially Thanos, in such an aggressive position. Good enough for 1, able to find himself 2 so far. The SMG continuing to rip through the pistols here. Now Sad left by his lonesome here in the 1v4. So we are going to now continue to see IronBranch trying to keep themselves alive here. They really need it at the moment. So we see Dennis now looking towards trying to find little bits and pieces. Rexy with that AWP. Won't challenge some of this secret control coming through from Sad. Instead, Garage looking to be the preferred hit, indicating that we could potentially even see a little bit of hell aggression coming through on a ramp. I'm going to see Axis eventually going down. The quick swap here from Maz. Not being able to find a frag. Axis just needs to keep himself alive. Jakey to try and flush his way through. We'll find the knife frag though. Axis going down. Lovkus through that ramp area, trying his best to get himself a little bit of damage coming through. Won't be able to find anything. Jakey, though, getting that frag. Now a 4v3 situation. Jakey low, however. BakSeSports, a lot of control over lobby at the moment. Sensi to hold that push coming through. However, he does have that bomb. If he does go down, this could go from bad to worse. We are going to see a heaven wrap come in from IronBranch. Roofire to find Heavy God. Now, this A hit coming through. Rexy to find Sensi. That's the bomb down. A 2v3 situation with Jakey on very, very little health. BakSeSports able to find 11, recovering well after Axis, just keeping himself alive. The fact that we saw Axis keep himself alive in that situation was so huge. You know, finding some space to put some utility down, keeping himself alive while having 4 rifles pretty much pointed directly at him, taking one in the process. It allowed Lovkus to get around, even though he didn't find a frag there. It put a lot of pressure on IronBranch. You know, seeing a perfect read come through from the BakSeSports IGL saying, get a little bit aggressive around ramp. We'll sit here A, they'll come A trust. Usually helps out a hell of a lot. Heavy Guard to find himself an opening pick. Lovkus to go down. Trying to find little bits of damage. We're going to see Heavy Guard and Roofire. Sorry, Sad and Sensi to find frags. My apologies. Now Roofire to find himself a second here. Potential for the third. Jakey to find a frag. Rexy to get that trade. Now Rexy here in the 1v2. Able to clutch up. BakSeSports now finding themselves 12. The double orb setup here for Bax continuing to cause issues for IronBranch. As we do continue to see position here where it is going to be a big hit for this BakSeSports side if, you know, they do lose a lot of these rifles coming through. The economy not looking too good. We're going to see Lovkus, Rexy, and Axis, all 3 of these guys sitting there below $2,000. Lovkus the only person sitting Sitting below, you know, a sort of point that we would often see as a desirable sort of thing. We are going to see IronBranch now. Looking towards... I think a lot of this outside area. There's a very sort of general spread that has come in. We are going to see Roofire putting that Molotov down. It is going to be a beautiful pick by Sensi there. Roofire falling. Just falling like a sack of bricks. As now we continue to see Heavy God eventually going down, but now the 2v4 situation, the double AWPs opted for in BakSeSports' case here. We're going to see Jakey eventually going down. Axis here in this 1v2 situation. Taps the bomb. Is he going to stick it? We're going to see flashes go through. Axis is going to stick it. He's going to be found by Sensi. All of a sudden, IronBranch, after a ballsy play coming through from BakSeSports, Sensi to find the final frag, and IronBranch to have themselves a win. A 16-12 win. Almost expected. As we will see now, ourselves here at the SCL have a bit of a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your caster Flamboyant. I hope you guys have enjoyed the game so far. We'll be back in about an hour's time. As if memory does serve me correct, it is going to be... I think it's Hot U. No, the game got moved. Oh well. It'll be someone. It'll be someone. The game that was supposed to be casted was moved, so I'll find something. I'll find something to do. Anyway, we'll have ourselves a bit of a quick break. We'll be back in about an hour's time. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a great break. Get a snack, get something to eat, and we'll be right back. But in the meantime, enjoy some of the clips. Peace. The